Okay, my friends, in your child's pose, here we are. Toes touching, big toes touching, sitting on your heels. Walk your hands out until your forehead comes down. Let's take some time here. Breathe deeply. Give yourself time to settle in. After a day of doing things, your low back and your hips might resist this a little bit, and that's okay. Find big expansion in your ribs and your belly. Feel like with each breath, you get a little heavier here, a little softer. Finding a lot of space around your neck. So your armpits are kind of moving away from each other. And especially after you've spent a little time here, after a few breaths, you can maybe wiggle your chest and your belly a little closer to the floor, kind of smooshing them down by your legs. And then especially if your knees are close together, you might notice that with your belly kind of trapped against your legs, as you inhale, your expansion can kind of move into your low back, and you can feel the low back kind of expanding and contracting. And continue to lengthen and deepen your breath. Maybe beginning to really let your face relax here. You can kind of smoosh your forehead on the ground, roll it around. Smash out your eyebrows and the bridge of your nose. And then notice a lot of space on the back of your neck, a lot of nice length here. Your cervical curve can really neutralize in this posture. Let's start to just activate your upper body a little bit here. So walking your hands out away from your hips. Make sure you keep your hips nice and heavy. So you're still pressing your hips toward the ground. And then press down into your hands so your elbows have to come up. And then you can take turns looking under one armpit and then look under the other. And then side to side, looking under one, look under the other. Just kind of rotating your skull side to side, allowing your cervical spine to twist and wring out your neck. And feel this twist kind of rolling down into your upper and middle back maybe. And then bring it back to center here. Just walk your hands back in towards your knees. Okay, hands back in. Go ahead and tuck your toes here and sit on your heels, okay? It's good to get a nice stretch for the bottoms of your feet here. You can tuck your pinky toes under. I have to tuck my pinkies. They won't do it by themselves. So if this is uncomfortable, then you know that you always have the option to untuck your toes and just sit on your heels. And it's still a nice stretch for your feet. But if you can handle the stretch, I'd say do it as long as you can handle it. And then we're going to roll out your neck here a little bit. Just get your neck nice and warm. So in general, the backs of our necks tend to be overstretched because we do everything forward, right? So when we feel neck tension, in general, what we want to do is we want to open up the front of the throat. And so from here, just look over at your right shoulder, keeping your longest neck that you can. We're going to make a rainbow shape. So point your nose up at the ceiling from there, making a rainbow shape all the way over to the left shoulder. And then rainbow all the way back to the right. And we'll do this a few more times. Rainbow to one side. Rainbow to the other side. And you could close your eyes here. Do your best to keep your neck long. I know it's tempting to squinch your shoulders up, but do your best to keep them down. So as you roll your head side to side, you're opening up tension in the front of your neck, and you're gently massaging out all the tissues underneath your skull and the back of your neck. They get so overworked and upset, and this is very therapeutic. A few more times on each side. Rainbow. Rainbow. Maybe two more. Next time your nose points at your shoulder, go ahead and let it go. Take your hands out front. I want to do some wrist and forearm stretching, and this is going to release tension that you might feel in your elbows. So let's flip the palms up to the ceiling. Point your fingers back at you. And if two hands is too much, just do one at a time, okay? And then I want you to just make little circles. Shoulders over wrists, circle it out. Make sure your elbows are bent instead of locked, okay? Roll over your knuckles. Do it a few times. And by the way, okay, if you're ever experiencing elbow pain, I want you to pay attention. Are you locking out your elbows during your life? Okay, day to day, unlock your elbows. Always keep them soft, okay? Now let's try flipping the palms down, fingers pointing back at you. Again, keep those elbows unlocked, please. Not just in yoga, but all the time. We don't want to lock any joint anymore, okay? So from here, we're going to peel the palm up to sit back on your heels and then roll back onto your palm. Peel it back, roll into it. A few more times. Should feel really nice in your forearms. Definitely your wrists, releasing tension in your forearms and your hands. And then rock forward here, hold it, and we'll just roll side to side, or roll in circles. So shoulders circling over wrists. And then reverse that a few times. All right, bring that back into center. You can bring your hands back to normal. Great, we warmed up our feet, our hands, and our neck. So all the little tiny joints taken care of. Tuck your toes here, lift your hips and your knees, and we're coming up to a downward facing dog. Walking out your heels here, just shake it off. Shake it out. Okay, just notice how the backs of your legs are feeling. You might have some tension back there, but that's okay. And let's just start to flow a little bit, just to build some warmth. Okay, get some deep breathing going. So here we go, friends. With your inhale, move that heart forward, find a long plank shape, and keep in mind that in your plank, you can always drop your knees, okay? With your exhale, walk to your hands and fold, bending your knees perhaps to make the fold more gentle. Inhale here, press into your heels. We're going to roll it up. Lift your heart nice and high. And exhale here, dropping into that chair squat. Okay, nice Utkatasana. Draw your knees inward. With your inhale, stay in your chair squat, but reach behind you with your right hand. So you're twisting open out to the right. Look behind you. Inhale back or exhale back to your chair squat and drop a little deeper. On the left now, inhale, open up to the left. Look behind you at that left hand. Exhale back to your chair squat and drop a little deeper. Whew. Inhale all the way back up to standing. Lift that heart. And exhale here, hinging at your hips. Fold it all the way down. Okay, palms are down. With your inhale, come halfway up. Look forward as if you're unrolling your spine. Exhale here and fold. Okay, really deeply. Just grab your legs. Shake your head. Okay, drop your palms here. Inhaling, step it back to a plank. Remember, your knees can come down, of course. And with your exhale, knees, chest, and chin come down before anything else. See if you could hover knees, chest, and chin off the floor with your elbows into your ribs. Inhale here, find a cobra. Think of pulling that heart forward, lifting. And exhale here, send it up and back to a downward facing dog. So you can come up through hands and knees or up through a plank. It's up to you. Take a few breaths here in down dog, please. Just feeling out the backs of the legs, pushing the floor away from you. Take up a lot of space in this posture. Notice you can pull the elbows and the knees in towards center as you push the floor away. So let's do another little flow just like the one we just did. Okay, maybe a teensy bit faster. Inhaling here, find your plank. Exhale here, walk to your hands and fold. Roll it up for your inhale. Lift that heart. Exhale here, drop it into a chair squat. Drop your hips, pull your knees toward each other. Ready to twist, okay? Keep your chair squat as you inhale and twist open to the right. Look back. Exhale back to your chair squat. Drop deeper. Inhale, open up to the left. Look back. Exhale back to your chair squat. Drop a little deeper. Inhale all the way up to standing. Heart up. Then exhale, hinge and fold all the way down. Halfway up on your inhale. A big fold on your exhale. Palms are down. Inhale here, back to your plank. Step it back. Chaturanga. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin come down first. Maybe you hover for extra challenge. Inhaling, find your cobra. Pull your heart up. Exhale here, downward facing dog. I'll meet you there. Walk it out, friends. We'll do it one more time, okay? See if you can feel that each round might get a little more fluid. Just like we did before, here we go. Inhale here, find your plank. Exhale to your hands and fold. Roll it up, inhale, lift that heart. Exhale, chair squat, hips down, knees toward each other. Ready to twist. Inhale, open to the right, look back. Exhale back to your chair squat, drop deeper. Inhale to the left, look back. Exhale back to your chair squat, drop deeper. Inhale all the way up, lift your heart. Exhale, fold it. Halfway up, inhale. And a big fold on your exhale. Palms are down. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest, and chin. Hover or come down. Inhale for your cobra. Heart up, tailbone down. Exhale here, back to your downward facing dog. Walk your heels out. Take a moment here, just feeling out your down dog. All right, so we're going to do some twisting today. It's going to massage the whole length of your spine from the base of your skull through your neck all the way down to your tailbone. Okay, twisting is great for recalibration and detoxification. So many wonderful benefits of twisting. We'll just build a little flow. So follow along, take breaks if you need to. Here we go. With your inhale here, bring your right leg up and out behind you. Exhale here, send that right knee over to your left elbow. A little hover there. And then inhale, send the right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right foot down between your hands here. Okay. Inhale here, bring it all the way up to a crescent lunge. Okay, with your exhale here, bring your hands down in front of you, right by your heart. And we're going to first solidify our base in this crescent lunge, and then we'll turn it into a twist. So pausing here just to press your feet into the floor. Remember, if you need a break, you can always drop the back knee, and it'll be so much more gentle of a lunge, so much easier. So from here, friends, you're strong in your legs, you're pulling your knees toward each other, you feel that strong base. Now you're ready to twist. You can take the left elbow to the top of the right knee and start to look to the right. Now you want to think of your hands being very close to your heart and vice versa. Breathe here with me. We'll take 3 more long, slow breaths. So push the floor down, pull the legs in. 2 more. Do your best to lengthen your spine, roll the heart up and open. 1 more breath. And at the bottom of your exhale, we're letting it go. Drop the hands down underneath your shoulders. Okay, you're back in your lunge. And we'll bring it up to a 3-leg dog on your inhale. So inhale here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale here, drop that right foot next to the left. Now let's just do the same thing on the left side, exact same thing on the left. Inhaling here, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale here, left knee to the right elbow, twisting across underneath, hover. Inhale, send that left leg back, 3-leg dog. And exhale, send the left foot forward, drop the foot between your hands. Okay, come on up to a crescent lunge. Big breath in here, lift your heart. And exhale, hands down in front of you by your heart. So we want to solidify the base of our lunge before we turn it into a twist, because it is a very balancy lunge. So feel free to drop the back knee if it's too much balance and you're not having fun. Strong legs press down, strong knees pull in toward each other. And now we can take the right elbow to the left knee and start to look to the left. The hands are near your heart. Your spine is long. Hold and breathe. 3 more breaths, friends. Think of looking up over the left shoulder. 2 more. Could you push the floor a little harder? 1 more. And then let it go. Drop your hands underneath your shoulders. You're back in your lunge. We'll send it up to a 3-leg dog again. So inhale here, left leg up and out behind you. Exhale, drop that left foot next to the right. You're back in downward facing dog. All right, let's do the other side. Again, let's do the right side and we'll add something onto our flow. So just what we did before, plus something new. So inhaling here, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross, twist. Inhale, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right foot down between your hands. Inhale, crescent lunge, come on up. We'll just take 1 breath here. Exhaling here, hands down in front. Drop that left elbow to the right knee. Okay. From here, with your inhale, I want you to open your arms wide and lift your upper body so it's over your hips. Hold and breathe. Continue to push the floor. Open your arms wide. 3 deep breaths. If you need a break, you can drop the left knee, okay? 2 more breaths. Make a long neck. Make a big chest. This is your last breath here. Twisting, wringing out your spine. Look behind you to wring out your neck as well. And at the bottom of your exhale, let it go. Drop your hands under your shoulders, back in your lunge. 3-leg dog on your inhale. Bring in the right leg up and out. And exhale, drop the right foot, downward facing dog. Let's do the same thing on the other side, okay? Here we go. Inhaling, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, hover. Inhale, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left foot down between your hands. Boom. Crescent lunge on your inhale. Bring it up, sweep it high. Exhale, hands down in front of you. Take that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Look to the left. Inhale here, open your arms wide and lift your upper body over your hips, looking out to the left. Breathe here. I'm spinning around to face you. Okay, your legs are strong. You're pushing the floor. You're looking at that back hand, so even your neck is getting wrung out. 1 more breath. Push the floor. Nice. At the bottom of your exhale, both hands down under your shoulders, around that left foot, okay? Inhale, 3-leg dog with the left leg up. Exhale, downward facing dog, left foot down. Okay, we're gonna add something else. So we're gonna repeat our flow. We're adding something new. Here we go. Inhaling, right leg up and out behind. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twist and hold. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right foot down between your hands. Lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, all hands up. Exhale, hands down by your heart, heading that left elbow for the right knee as you twist, looking to the right. Wring yourself out. Inhale here, open your arms up to the right, okay? Exhale as you send that right hand for the left leg. Now you can do this with the left knee down as well, okay? Now we're gonna breathe here, and I'm gonna spin around to face you again. Keep breathing, keep pushing that floor, strong in your legs. The more you look behind you, the more your neck will be part of the twist. To make the twist more gentle, you can look forward, okay? 2 more breaths. Push the floor down. Last breath here. Make it really big. And then let it go. All hands down around the front foot. Inhale here. Right leg up. 3-leg dog. Exhale. Right foot down. Downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side, friends. You ready? Inhaling, left leg up and out behind. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, hover. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, left foot down between your hands, a lunge. Inhaling, crescent lunge, lift your heart up. Strong legs. Exhale, hands come down by your heart, and then the right elbow to the left knee, look to the left. Inhale to rise up, standing up so that your upper body is over your hips. And then exhale, send that left hand for the right leg. Hold and breathe. The right hand reaches up. You can drop the right knee if you need to, okay? We're gonna breathe here. I'll spin around again to face you. Whew, I'm getting dizzy. Breathe here, friends. Big twist. Looking back for more twist. Dropping deeper for more leg.
Nice breathing. One more nice slow breath here. And then let it go. All hands down underneath your shoulders. Inhale here, left leg up and out behind, 3-leg dog. Exhale here, drop the left foot next to the right. Take some time here in downward facing dog, walking it out. Now, I'm willing to bet that you're feeling a lot more warmth in the backs of your legs and your shoulders and hips than you were when we started flowing. So just take a moment to notice that. All right, friends. From here, simply drop to your knees. Okay. And find a nice hands and knees position. Little tabletop. Okay, so we really twisted out your spine. We brought a lot of warmth to your spinal column and your back. And now we're gonna really try to open up the throat and the heart, releasing any tension that might be causing any kind of neck pain. So start to walk your hands out, keeping your hips over your knees. Okay, hips over knees. And start to drop your heart. You may feel your forehead come to the floor first, and that's a great place to just pause and let the posture kind of sink in. So we are here in open heart pose, Anahatasana. Okay, and in open heart pose, it looks very different for everyone. So I'll present you with some options that you can explore. All right, if you are feeling like this is quite enough, you can always bring your hips further back and make it more gentle if you need a little less. If you're feeling pretty good, keep your hips over your knees and start to put your chin on the floor so you're looking at your hands. And then you want to come up on your fingertips and start to lift your elbows, maybe really peeling your heart open to the floor. Remember, your neck is long here. And do your best to point your tailbone down so that all this movement goes into your upper back and your neck. Big breath. One more thing you can try here is bending your elbows and pressing them down, which you put your palms together with the fingers pointed up. You're really going to point your tailbone down if you do that and press your elbows down. Big spaciousness in your heart. Let's take one more big breath here. From here, friends, we're going to back it out. So start walking your hands back up and in toward your shoulders. And then come all the way back towards your knees and then just come up on your knees here. So we are perfectly set up for a camel pose, which could be a very gentle back bend, and it could be a very deep and dramatic back bend. So I just kind of want you to feel out what you want today. I'm going to present you with a spectrum as always, and you only move as far as you want to move, okay? So start out with your knees under your hips, okay? And you can even tuck your toes underneath you if that's comfortable. Okay, it's really up to you. Tuck your toes or not. But start by grabbing your hips and then kind of work your hands back so that your fingers are pointing up at your ribs and your palms are down, okay? And then you want to get a sense that you are pulling your tailbone to point at the knees. So your tailbone wants to point at your knees, okay? And you're moving your hips forward. And so you'll probably feel already you're starting to extend your back nicely, but make sure it's not just all going into your low back, okay? So keep the abs engaged, keep that tailbone pointing at your knees. And if you're feeling pretty good, you can start to look up, but keep a little tuck in your chin, okay? Just a little tuck. So maybe you stay right here, and this is a fine camel pose to be in if you just want to stay. All right, if you feel like you want to go deeper, then you can take your left fingers to your left heel. Just try one at a time. Just try left fingers. And then maybe you can work the left palm down. If it doesn't reach, try tucking the left toe so the heel is a little closer. Okay, that's a little trick. Try one side and then switch sides. Try the left hand on the right hand on the right heel. See if you can get the palm all the way down. I like to think of grabbing the heel like you would grab a doorknob. Okay, if both hands work, see if you can try both at the same time. Now you want to try to get your palms to your heel like a doorknob. And you still pointing your tailbone at your knees, right? You still have a tuck in your chin, and you may decide you want to lift that heart a little more. Breathe all the space in the front of your chest, the front of your throat, opening up. Maybe one more big breath here in your camel pose. Now here's how we're going to come out. We're going to come out slowly. Put one hand on your lower back for support. Put the other hand, and then you can bring yourself back upright. And then relax your hips back onto your heels. Now that was a fine back bend, so let's counter it just a bit with a really nice forward bend, okay? Allow your hands to walk out away from your hips here. Take your time, there's no rush. But allow yourself to settle into a little child's pose. Come on down.
Breathe into your back, your lower back. Back bends can be very invigorating and exciting. It's nice to just soak up the glitter sometimes after we do a nice back bend. From here, friends, bring yourself back up to a seat. You can walk your hands back in by your hips. And then sit your hips to one side. And shake your legs out in a seat again. All right. So find your comfiest seat. You can cross your shins in a sukhasana or easy pose, putting your feet really close to your knees. And then just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes here, appreciating the length in your spine, okay? Appreciating some heaviness in your hips and a lift in your heart. And just to make sure your spine is extra neutral and long, put a little pull back in your belly button and your chin. So you're neutralizing the low back and your cervical spine. And then from here, get your right arm up overhead. And remember that as your right hand goes up, the right shoulder blade goes down to make a lot of space around your neck, okay? And then just bring your right hand to your back. Pat yourself on the back for doing a great job today, okay? And hopefully you're feeling a nice stretch along the back of your right arm, on your tricep, between your elbow and your shoulder, okay? So if you're feeling a whole lot here, just stay here. This could be enough. If you want more, use your left arm over your head to grab that right elbow, point it straight up at the ceiling, okay? And maybe a little bit over to the left. But keep your neck long, okay? Keep breathing into that right tricep. So you could stay here, or you could go a little more deeply into this stretch, okay? I'm going to turn around so that you can get a visual if you want one. Okay, so what you could do here with that right hand behind your back
is send your left hand behind you and point the left fingers up as the right fingers point down. And so maybe today you're just pointing the fingers toward each other. The left palm faces out, the right palm faces in. Maybe you feel like you could wiggle your fingers toward each other and eventually clasp them together. Okay, you're still having a long neck. You're breathing, getting a really nice opening around your shoulders, your elbows, your chest. Wherever you are, one more big breath. And then let it go. Release your arms. Okay, you can rest your hands on your knees and just do some shoulder rolls. Both ways. And let's do the other side. So sitting up tall, left arm up. Left hand pats you on the back. Good job, self. And maybe this is enough. You feel the left tricep opening up. Should feel good. Okay, level B, you want to move more deeply. You move the right hand to that left elbow and you point the left elbow straight up at the sky and then maybe a little bit to the right. Breathe here, it should feel good. Okay, level C, you're thinking about joining your hands behind your back, okay? Keep the left palm patting you between your shoulder blades. Send the right hand behind your back with the palm facing out. And your fingertips might just reach toward each other today. They might join each other. Wherever you are, breathe. Notice opening in your shoulders. One more big breath here. And release your hands. Again, hands on your knees. Just take some shoulder rolls. Okay, nice work, yogis. Kick your legs out here. You can shake them out a little bit. And then let's do one more stop for your low back and all the tissues around your spine. So point your knees up and then just pause there. And then bring your feet right together. And just put your bottoms of your feet together. Let your knees point out. And then you can find a nice tall spine here. Feel free to move your knees closer or further away. It's really up to you what you want today, okay? And then ground your fingertips out in front of you. With your longest spine, just start to walk your fingers out. This is very slow. You have plenty of time, so don't feel like there's anywhere to go with this. There's no goal. Okay. But start to lengthen your heart out in the direction of your feet. And you'll notice you don't really have to move that heart very far forward before you're feeling a great opening feeling across the whole back of your body. So just enjoy. You might eventually come down to your elbows, okay? You might stay up on your fingertips, that's good too. But no matter where you are, think long spine inhale. And then push the floor with your hips on the exhale. Maybe beginning to drop your head, long spine inhale. Hips push the floor, exhale. Again, keep breathing. Activate the legs downward just enough. Eventually, your forehead
or your face might rest on your feet. But there's really no prize for getting there, so only if it feels good. Wherever you are in this posture, one more big breath, please. And start to roll yourself back up. Come on up and out. Walking your hands back, okay? And then from here, you can find your comfy seat again. Maybe you cross your legs the other way this time, okay? Find that comfy seat, okay? Hands on your knees, just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and ground equally into each hip. Little pull back in your belly button and your chin. You feel like your spine is very buoyant and light. Let a little smile rest on your face, and you relax all your facial muscles. And allow all your awareness to focus on your breath here. Noticing how the breath feels moving in and out. Notice the movements of your chest and your belly as you effortlessly breathe. Your body already knows what to do. Release any extraneous tension or effort in your body. Breathing in, notice this moment. Breathing out, wonderful moment. Notice this moment. Wonderful moment. Give yourself as much time as you can just to be here now. Just contacting with that inner peace that you have with you all the time. It's the background to all of the events of your life. It's there all the time. And when we take time to harmonize with that inner peace, it can bring so much joy. And please keep resting just like this for as long as you can. This is where I'll leave you today, friends. Thanks so much for practicing with me.